the betting, the not so much anymore, is more down to my own fault. I need to get studying again to get the edge back. But yeah, it's a great product. I love the exchange. It's really, in my opinion, one of the better bookmakers, if not the best bookmaker out there.
Welcome back for race number 2 on the card. Now, race number 2 is the start of the place accumulator at Hollywood Bets Gravel on Monday, the 13th of June. Set to be run over the 1200-meter trip. GoldCircleRacing YouTube channel, maiden plate for the fillies and mares. And at the time of recording, we just have one scratching of horse number 4, Springer Fever, who doesn't take a place in this lineup. Leaves us with a field of 8 runners. And horse number 9, Bevy's Delight, to take a part on Saturday at Hollywood Bets Gravel when finishing 5th. Just beaten over 3 lengths behind a Bright Green. I thought there was a nice run on debut. Good introduction to racing from a wide draw. And Bevy's Delight, she's a horse that we're not quite sure whether she will take a place in this lineup. We'll have to wait and see if Peter Muscat does decide to scratch her, which I think she will be a scratching in race number 2 on the card, but we'll await on full confirmation about that. So do take note of any jockey changes, scratchings and betting moves closer to race time. And race number 2 on the card, horse number 6, Lady Chocolate. Now, she's had 2 starts to date, beaten 7 lengths on debut, then beaten 3.9 lengths last time out behind Willow-Me, where she showed lots of pace, and she just tired late on in the closing stages. She was a bit green, and there's definitely scope for improvement there from Lady Chocolate from the Justin Snaith yard with Richard Fourier aboard. Now, she finished behind Willow-Me last time out, as did number 3, Bright Star. So they both come from the same form line, and Canadian Summer has come out to win from that form line. So Canadian Summer has won twice, and a horse in the form of I Like It Hot, who went off as favourite there, has run 2nd. So the form line is holding up nicely, and Bright Star, Lady Chocolate, I think both runners have got to be included into the opening leg of the place accumulator. The interesting runner I thought could be horse number 8, Enid's Girl, now that she gets the 4 kgs off the back from apprentice Donald Heertsen. 53 kgs is all that she has to shoulder. Enid's Girl, 2-year-old daughter of Captain of All from the Poor Lefty yard. She's had 3 runs to date. She was beaten favourite in the penultimate start behind Baubles and Beads. Ran behind Princess Ozma on debut, and then last time out she took on the boys behind Vasilikos. And Vasilikos, his next run wasn't the best of efforts, but the horse that ran 2nd in that race, Imposing, he has taken his place in the gold medallion for the 2-year-olds that was at Hollywood Bets Scottsville just around 2 weeks ago, and he ran around 6th position. That's Imposing. So Enid's Girl with the 4 kgs off the back, I think that she could be an interesting runner. She's been priced up at around 7-2 in the market, so she's going to be my narrow first choice in what looks to be a trappy start to the opening leg of the PA. So I'm going to go 8, Enid's Girl, followed by number 3, Bright Star, who does go over the 1200 meter trip. I think that will suit her nicely. And then number 6, Lady Chocolate. And if there is any support for the first timer, Queen Jackson, or number 1, Umhali from the Justin Snaith yard, I think both runners have got to be respected, as in terms of form, it's not the strongest of form going into race number 2 on the card, and perhaps a horse that could just have a lot more scope for improvement could be horse number 3, Bright Star, who just had 1 start to date, and she finished 7th, beaten 5 lengths behind Willow-Me. And as I touched on, the Willow-Me form line has worked out nicely with Canadian Summer coming out to win twice, and Canadian Summer has won the Devon Air Stakes. So we'll see how Bright Star does go in race number 2 on the card. So I'm going to go 8, 3, 6. Those will be the 3 horses I include into the first leg of the place accumulator.
It's Donovan Everett from Cape Racing, and I'd just like to say it's an absolute pleasure to be involved with Intrabet and Cape Breeders in this golf day today here at Pearl Valley. It's fantastic for the industry to see all the relevant stakeholders coming down and having a good time and networking, and it's exactly what the industry needs right now in terms of moving forward and recreating some positivity to take us forward into the next year.